There are so many things out in the marketplace when you search digital signage. What we want to do is give you some 4 practical questions and things you can ask yourself and your team before you look at deploying a digital signage application. Why do you want digital signage? What does that application need to provide for you? A lot of people will read an article, or they'll have a salesperson knocking their doors down, or their competitors doing it, and so they want to jump into digital signage. They just know it's something they need to do, but they don't really have a reason. And so what we like to do is start with questions, right? The reason and why. Why do you want it? And then we start drilling down to the core of what that application can actually bring your business. And also, as an operator, we can give you more information with our industry knowledge on how it's being used in different ways to better create for your brand. So the second thing you want to ask yourself is what? What is the digital signage application that you're going to procure do for you? What is it going to do for your team? And what's most importantly, in my view, is what is it going to do for your guest, right? That's a huge part of this. And so there's 3 different factors that you have to take into account, which takes a little bit of technology, which takes a little bit of marketing, which takes a little bit of a lot of stuff. And that's what operators like myself do, is we're able to bring all that to the table and make sure you have all the possible options you can have to meet all those needs once we figured out your why and your what. So your third question you need to ask yourself is who? Who on your team is going to be a steward of this medium? There's a lot that goes on with digital signage, so you're going to have a point person to take responsibility that's willing to work with either internally with your team or with an operator such as myself, where they can keep us on track, or they can be a steward within your organization and we can coach them how to get their team on track. But you need to know the who, right? Who is that person that's going to be a steward of this application and this medium? It's a powerful medium, so you need to make sure we can help you find the right person in your organization for sure, but the medium is very important. And then how, right? How are you going to deploy this? Once you find your why, and once you know your what, and once you know who's going to help you run this and who's going to be the steward, the how just kind of happens, right? Then we can put all that together and get time frames and understand what this looks like. Are you going to deploy 1 application, or are you going to deploy 1,000? How is that going to work? How does that look? And what are the results we're going to be looking for as we continue to move this medium forward?